The origins of the Kabbalah are uncertain. However, Jewish mystics claim that it came from Adam, Abraham, and Moses. Because the Kabbalah is not a religion as such, it is more likely that it evolved from ancient pagan star worship, a form of astro-magic, as a way of making sense of our conscious connection to the Creator. Nearly all forms of occult knowledge have their roots in the Kabbalah. It is a sophisticated, diagrammatic representation of how the Creator manifests aspects of divine consciousness here in the material realm. Although the Bible mentions two trees in the Garden of Eden, a tree of life and a tree of knowledge of good and evil, in reality, the tree of life offers the righteous path, while the tree of knowledge of good and evil represents the tree of death and the left-hand path. While the tree of life offers pathways towards union with the Creator, the tree of death offers the opposite, disunity and division, moving away from divine consciousness towards a spiritual vacuum. The basic concept of the Kabbalah began when the divine consciousness at the center of our galaxy decided to have a physical experience out here in the dense regions of the cosmos. It is said that the divine light of all possibility within the galactic center, known as the pleroma, filled a container with divine consciousness, which under the pressure of divine brilliance shattered, spreading sparks of divinity throughout the galaxy. As these fragments of divine light traveled further away from the pleroma, its density increased, allowing the divine consciousness to manifest in physical form, creating various levels and dimensions of physical reality. As this shattered light entered our solar system, it differentiated into pockets of cosmic consciousness, producing planets and luminaries of various shapes and sizes. Eventually, here on Earth, numerous expressions of divine consciousness manifested in a variety of life forms, with the human genome being the closest of all life forms to the Creator. To understand the Kabbalah's interpretation of our relationship to the Creator, one must first accept that the Creator is an unlimited potential of all possibility, the Alpha and Omega, the end and the beginning, a consciousness beyond our ability to comprehend, existing outside the physical constraints of time and space, a rigid paradigm which traps us in a progressive, lineal approach to matter in this physical realm. According to the Kabbalah, the Creator made the creature, man, with the intention of bestowing upon that creature all his wants, needs, and pleasures to enjoy in a divinely created paradise of bliss and plenty. Made in the image of God, the creature was given full dominion over his environment, with free will to choose whether to ascend the tree of life in an attempt to seek union with his Creator, or descend down the tree of death, to become detached and alone in an empty husk-like reality, devoid of light, love, and bounty offered by the Creator. Adam and Eve were told they could eat from any tree in the garden, but not from the tree of knowledge, which in real terms is the Kabbalistic tree of death. This is the left-hand path. The Kabbalah expresses the nature of divine light as it diffuses and fragments its way through the solar system. It is the physics or metaphysics of the spiritual realm. As the divine light or consciousness enters the solar system, it leaves in its wake 10 energy centers known as Sefirot, with a number of conceptual connecting pathways as it descends into material form. The Sefirot are represented by the planets and luminaries orbiting the Sun. In traditional Kabbalism, the objective of the creature was to receive all that the Creator wanted to bestow upon him. However, the only difference between a person who receives in abundance and those who don't is in the individual's willingness to receive, based entirely on their perceived relationship with the Creator. As the creature matures, he finds a need coming from within to be like and to know the Creator. However, in order to do this, he must learn how to bestow like the Creator. Instead of being one-dimensional and only experiencing reality as a receptive vessel, becoming like the Creator was considered ascending the tree of life, a spiritual journey which brought one back in union with the Creator, which essentially fulfilled man's ultimate destiny. Wherever a person finds themselves at any point in their lives, there are Kabbalistic pathways leading up the tree of life or down towards the tree of death. The choice is ultimately yours. We either take the righteous path, a spiritual journey towards union with the Creator, or we take the left-hand path towards a cold, lifeless world of godlessness and materialism. Religion assumes that the Creator changes his attitude to the person depending on the person's actions. The science of Kabbalah, however, states that the upper force is invariable and the actions of a person can in no way affect it. Instead, the person's actions can change himself. He will be able to perceive the upper governance differently. If his own changes are aimed towards greater resemblance, he will be able to perceive the Creator as kind and good. By increasing the difference between his properties and those of the Creator, he will feel the Creator's attitude as more negative. According to the Kabbalah, if we are unable to feel the divine good emanating from the Creator, the problem lies with us and not the Creator, as the Creator is constant in his bestowal. The ultimate goal of Kabbalah is to develop a sixth sense, a second nature, opposing duality and division, all those aspects which are synonymous with the left-hand path and the tree of death. The term sixth sense is slightly misleading because we are not actually developing another sense, but a new perception of reality, promoting the desire to see others as yourself and to understand the whole collective soul consciousness. With this approach, we can develop a closeness with divine consciousness towards equilibrium of form, allowing us to perceive things we would not normally perceive, as though we are viewing the human experience through the eyes of the Creator. The only thing limiting a person in this earthly incarnation is their desire to receive. Correcting this perception is how we ascend the tree of life. We are all pieces of the initial soul, created in the upper worlds, divine light which shattered into millions of pieces. We are all part of that soul, and our ultimate goal is to reunite with the Creator's consciousness. The tree of death is a mirrored reflection of the tree of life, moving in the opposite direction, further away from the spiritual origins of life, towards what some call the pits of hell. A perception of reality full of division, disharmony, immorality, disunity, and materialism. A place where black magic and demons run amok, pulling anyone who goes there away from their divine roots into a downward spiral on negative emotions and emptiness. While the Tree of Life has numerous pathways with 10 spiritual energy centers known as Sefirot, assigned with angels guarding their spiritual dominion and place in the heavens, the Tree of Death has energy centers called Qliphoth. These come with an array of demons and dark entities eager to attach themselves to anyone's conscious perception in order to feed off their divine spark which resides within, pulling us towards a miserable husk-like existence culminating in spiritual death.